right. Good morning. Just waiting for the Facebook. It's going around, so I don't know whether it's going live. Okay, excellent. We are live now. So, very good morning to you, and I hope that you've got excellent weather as we have here in London. I'm still finding it a bit chilly after Sunday. The temperature, even though the light, we've had a lot of light. Not on Monday. It was really quite grey and very, very windy. Even though it's been sunny, it's been quite chilly, so I'm having to wear jumpers and wrap up a little bit when we go out for our walks with King. So thank you very much for joining me. I don't think there's anyone here yet, but we're just going to continue, and we're continuing our cycle this week with the plants. And yesterday, when we were connecting with the beaches, the beech trees at Avebury, and Avebury is famous for the standing stones there and the huge structure in that place. Sunflowers are some of my favorite plants and reminds me I need to get some seeds. They grow really, really beautifully, and I really love the big ones because they really defy gravity, and structurally it's amazing because the stalk isn't really that large, and yet it can grow to taller than me. So it can grow to about 2 meters, and it produces this huge flower as big as my face, but it's on a little stalk with a few huge leaves. And you'll see on my timeline hay fever. You see on my timeline pictures of sunflowers, and unfortunately I think most of them don't show how tall they can be and how long the stalks are, but they're amazing because I really love them because of their big sunny faces. It really is like a huge face, huge round face, and you can see the spirals within the seed, the head, the face. And I just love the fact that they do follow the sun. And the first time I saw a huge field of them was in France, and it was amazing just driving past this field of all these sunflowers. All of the flower heads were facing a particular direction. It was like watching lots of people just looking, just focused in one direction, and it's the direction of the light. So slightly freaky, but it's really amazing and really, really, really beautiful. So as usual, if you'd like to make sure that your back is fully supported, we always start with a meditation which will hopefully help to prepare you for connection. And we tend to use gold light because it's just a very, very beautiful vibration of love, unconditional love, or love with no conditions. And what it's doing is it's raising your vibration, raising the frequency of the cells. And by doing this, it's also helping you to move anything which you don't need, and also move toxins from your body. Yeah, so we can have pockets of stuff which is stuck, whether it's emotions or physical minerals which aren't terribly good for us. So, and what I've also been doing is as this gold light enters our head and enters the rest of our body, I've also been giving intention and also guiding you to bring in your own spirit. Work very much work embodying your own spirit in this body. Gardening going on, which is wonderful. So make sure your back's supported, make sure your feet are supported, and put some pillows behind your back if you need to, because we tend to go on for a good 45 minutes. So you do need a straight back, and you can lie down, but the tendency is to fall asleep. And with this one, I really like you to feel the sensations in your body, really feel the difference in yourself when your energy starts to enter, and what it feels like for the gold to come through as well. Yeah, because this is, the body is always present. Yeah, so mind flits here and there and everywhere, but this is where we really need to be, in here. So start to pay attention to your breath. Slow it down by connecting with the plants and the trees. We're also connecting with earth, inevitably. And even with the animals, we're connecting with earth, because they still maintain their connection with earth, whereas we are flitting around all over the place, getting distracted and drawn away by all sorts of other things which happen. So this is just 45 minutes for you to spend time within your own energy, within the gold light of Christ consciousness. It's called, it's unconditional love. And sensing and feeling and experiencing what this does for your body. And if you feel pain in any part of your body, it's one of two things. Things are shifting, so you really do need to drink enough water and take good food, nutritious food, enough fresh fruit and veg. Especially now, it's so much warmer. We can afford to have some salads with some so fresh, everything fresh and raw. And maintain your intake of protein as well. You still need protein, a good amount of protein. Have you noticed I haven't talked about carbs? You don't really need quite so many carbs at this time, possibly because it's warm-ish. Okay, so slow your breath down and feel all the sensations your physical body is giving to you. Feel the heat or the cool on your body. Feel your clothes on your body. Feel your butt on the seat. You can hear my voice. If you have your eyes open, that's fine, and you can watch this video. And what are the smells that you're picking up, especially if you have the window open? You might hear the birds or people. That's okay, it'll help you to focus even more. And what is the flavor in your mouth? And when we bring in the gold light, you can start to play with the sense of smell, because you'll be listening to me and you may be watching me, and you still feel your bum on the seat, the clothes on your body. But with regards to smell and with regards to taste, you can just allow your imagination to give you an idea of what gold and this energy, what unconditional love might taste like or might smell like to you. So begin to slow your breath down and pay attention to each breath that you take in and that you release. And know that with each breath you take in, you're nourishing all your trillions of cells with wonderful oxygen. And when you bring in the gold light, and you bring in your own spirit, your own pure soul light. You're also bringing that into all the trillions of your cells, all the space between the cells, and going down into the atomic level, not just the cellular level, but the atomic level as well, into all the infinite space around the protons and the electrons. So as you're breathing, imagine yourself surrounded by this amazing gold light. And today there is some platinum as well. I'm just going to close the door. So, maintain that knowing or that visual that you're surrounded by gold light, gold and platinum light. And on the next in-breath, you're drawing this light, which is like liquid, into your brain through the top of your head, through your crown. And it's pouring into the middle of your brain, into your pineal gland, which is in the center of the brain, and it's behind the pituitary, which is behind your third eye. So this light is just merging with your pineal gland. And from the pineal, it's also going into the pituitary gland. And it's merging, flooding it, becoming one with it, and flooding all the cells with it, flooding all the spaces between the cells, flooding all the atoms, all the electrons, and all the smaller parts that the scientists have managed to isolate or managed to identify. So remember to keep breathing and keep your senses sharp. What is this light doing to your sense of smell, your sense of taste, and to your body? Does it feel any different, or does it feel the same? So now this gold light is going into the whole of your brain, both the hemispheres and the front as well. And it's going down to the brainstem. And this gold light is also going into the skull, into the marrow, to all the joints, into the eyes, sockets as well, into the nasal cavity, down into the bones and the mandible, the upper jaw, all the teeth, your tongue, your throat. And this gold and platinum light is pouring down your spinal column, the skeletal structure of your spinal column, all the way down to your tail, to the base, and also all through the nerves and all the branches, all through the body, all to the nerve endings. It's like roots of a tree. It really is like roots, isn't it? They're so fine, these nerves. And to all the cartilage, the tendons. And so it's also gone into the ears. I always forget the ears, even though they're there, I can see them. So now it's entering your throat, the thyroid glands, the throat chakra, the esophagus, And this gold platinum light is also flooding your shoulders, the muscles and the bones, shoulder blades, the clavicles, down the arms, elbows, forearms, hands and fingers, all the skin, all the hair, all the cells, and it's entering, starting to enter the lungs and flood the lungs, rib cage, into the heart, thymus gland, high heart, heart, center of chest, sternum, and now we're going to draw. First, we're going to allow this gold and platinum light, this liquid gold and platinum light, to just create more space in all of our cells by helping us to let go of all limiting thoughts, beliefs, feelings which distract us from our soul purpose. And if you need any help with that, you can book a session with me and we can intuit together what your purpose is at this time in your life. And my coaching sessions are usually a mixture of energy work if needed, lots of homework, and of course it's face-to-face via Skype. And recordings to help you through the weeks to focus and keep your focus so that you do achieve your goals in alignment with your purpose. So let all this gold and platinum light transmute everything which doesn't serve you, the old thoughts and feelings and beliefs, the old fears, unworthiness feelings, feelings of abandonment, of not being loved, of being alone. And also on the physical level, on the truly physical level, just moving out any toxins and any minerals and anything which is just stuck in your body and needs to go. And these either are transmuted into gold or they just return to where is optimum for them. So you may find yourself doing a bit of detoxing at times, having a little bit of a snivel, but that's okay. It's not the virus. It's just letting all of that final stuff out. So, as this creates more space physically and energetically, we now set the intention that we bring in the light of our spirit, bring in our own spirit through the crown. So it's going to travel practically the same route that all this gold and platinum light did preceding it. But just feel it, sense your own pure soul, your own spirit energy coming in, flooding your pineal gland, flooding the hemispheres, both hemispheres of the brain, both sides of the brain, frontal lobe, the hypothalamus, pituitary gland, to the brain stem, down the spinal cord, into all the nerves along the spinal cord, all the bone marrow, the really solid physical things. What's it doing to your body? Do you feel it vibrating any differently? Does it tingle? And your spirit energy, your spirit, the light of your spirit, which is light, is entering your eyes, your sockets, the ears, the nose, the nasal cavity, the bones of your skull, the jaw, the mandible, the lower jaw, the teeth, the tongue, thyroid gland, throat, esophagus, again into all arms, both arms, elbows, all the skeletal structure, all the muscles or the tendons, the cartilage, the lymph, especially around the armpits, the blood system, the veins, the arteries, all the nerves as well. And it's flooding into the hands, flooding into the tops of the lungs, the heart, thymus gland, heart, lungs, and now it's just following this gold light, so they're both going together. And this gold light, gold, platinum, and followed closely by your spirit, light of your spirit, is going into the liver, gallbladder, pancreas, spleen, small intestine, stomach, small intestines, that's your solar plexus area, kidneys, adrenal glands, into your sexual organs, the sacral, into the large intestines, the bladder, and it's also going into your hip bones, pelvis, the sit bones, pubic bone. So we're going into the root chakra, the base, and it's going down the legs, so this gold and platinum light, and your spirit following on closely after, as the gold and platinum light makes more space for it, makes it easier for your spirit to really anchor into your body. So if you are coming up with the awareness of some limiting beliefs, that's fine. Just let them come up. See them for what they are, limiting beliefs. And all beliefs imposed on by family or ancestors, and by friends, by school, by society. You can just let them go, let them be transmuted, and let all the toxins and everything which is lodged in the physical body be released really, really easily, really gracefully, and for all of that to return to its most optimum place, or to be transmuted into gold. So all this light is traveling down your thighs, down your knees, shins and calves, again all the bones, bone marrow, tendons, cartilage, nerves, limbs, blood, and it's down your legs into your feet, into the toes, into your toenails, into all the hairs. So all this time you're still in contact with your body, yeah? You're still feeling, you can feel, or as you're visualizing, as I'm talking about it, just feel, really connect to any input that your body is giving to you through your senses. Does it feel different how you sit down? Does it feel different how your bum feels on the seat? Does it feel different? Do you feel more heat or more cool? What's the taste? What's the smell? Okay, so now we are also going to continue working with our Earth Star, which is our connection with Earth, and it's below the feet, about a foot below the feet. And this light, the gold and platinum light, and the light of your spirit, it just pours through the layers of Earth into your Earth Star chakra. So you may feel your feet tingling. I found that doing some work with Damien Wynn, not Damien Hirst, sorry, he's an artist, Damien Wynn, the healer, who's lovely. Last week when we were doing the detox, vaccine detox, I've got a completely different relationship with my feet now and my legs. So I've been exploring this with my Earth Star chakras, or my connection with the ground. So all this light is flooding into your Earth Star chakra. So you may feel a slight difference. May not, it's okay. Just keep going with this meditation. And we're going to connect and anchor all the way through the layers, the energetic and the physical layers of the planet, all the way down to the center of Earth. And you can connect with either the physical center, or you can connect with the light center, or both. And as we do so, and we get closer and closer to the center, feel the energy of the Great Mother, Mother Earth, coming up to, reaching up to take you in her arms, to connect with you, to tell you how much she loves you. You've never been alone. She's always been here. She's always been supporting you. Just like she is for all the plants and all the animals. Why wouldn't she be here for you? Just because we've lost our connection, or we don't listen, or we don't hear sometimes, we don't see, it doesn't mean it's not there. It's always been there. We've either been in a person's, like our mums or our aunts or our dad's arms, and they are walking the earth, or we've been walking the earth. That support has always been there. So feel her love as we anchor into the solid center or the light center. And she gives us with energy which spirals up this light that we've sent down and anchored. And it can be whatever color, or you usually see it as white, but you may see it as pink, brown, green, whichever pops into your mind. It can be different each day, it doesn't matter. It's what she's gifting you now. So it spirals up through all the layers of earth, through all the energy bodies of earth as well. Physically and energetically, it's coming up through that light that we've sent down and we've anchored with her. And she sends the answering light up, meeting our Earth Star chakra, filling it, and coming up through the feet, coming up through the legs, the thighs, flooding everything, muscles, all the cells, bones, bone marrow, lymph, blood, nerves, and it's entering your butt, hips, tailbone, up the spine, through all the nerves, right to the ends, and the bladder, sexual organs, large intestines, kidneys, adrenals as it comes up, small intestines, stomach, liver, spleen, pancreas, and all the spaces, all the interstitial spaces between the organs, into all the cells, into all the atoms, into all that space, into all the atomic structures. And it's coming up into the bottom of the lungs, into the heart chakra. So it's already been through the solar plexus, the stomach, small intestines. So lungs, all the bones, down the arms, all the lymph, thymus gland, down to the fingers, and then up the throat, thyroid glands, the bones meeting the occipital region, And the nerves, all the light going through the nerves, joining with the brain, going through the skull, the eyes, the teeth, the jaws, the ears, the nose, into the pineal gland, pituitary gland, left, right sides of the brain, frontal lobe, and continuing upwards out through the crown. So just sit for a little while with this sense. And what is this doing to your body? How does your body feel? Has it changed your perception of taste and smell? Has it changed your perception of how you sense your clothes? How your feet feel on the ground? How do the ears feel? Mine are tingling. So draw in a few breaths. Just being really, really clued up to all the sensations that your physical body is relaying to you through these senses. And now we're going to connect with the sunflowers. So you can have a look at the pictures, if you have pictures of sunflowers, or you can just bring them to your mind's eye. If you need to move, that's fine. You don't have to sit completely upright like a mannequin. You can sway, you can move, you can get up if you need to, shake if you need to, stretch. So we're going to ask for permission to connect with the high selves of the sunflowers. We don't really want to connect with all the egos of that level. We want to connect with the high selves, the higher selves, the ascended selves of each tribe, plant, or animal. So we do so with the sunflowers. And there are a couple of ways you can do this. You can imagine yourself seated or standing in a field surrounded by sunflowers. Or you can imagine merging, becoming completely one with them. Just make sure that the one you want to merge with, you just ask them, is it okay? Can I merge with you, please? And if you get the answer yes, then just look at it and imagine becoming it. Or you can just imagine like becoming mist, and the mist is going into especially the head and all the leaves and the stalk of the sunflower, and you are the sunflower. So whichever way you prefer, whether you're standing or seated in a whole field of sunflowers, or you've merged with it, and remember to pick up any sensations through your senses. I want to do this in a grounded way, in a present way. So you can just open your ears as you ask to merge with them. And just be open to whatever you perceive, whatever you may hear, whatever you may smell, whatever you may taste. Is it salty? Is it a sweet sensation? Is it sour, bitter? sweet, sweet and sour. Does it taste smoky? Does it remind you of roasted sunflower seeds or sunflower oil? So just allow yourself to connect deeply with these amazing plants. Flowers are the epitome of geometry and number. They are brilliant, and with the sunflower you get the spirals. Beautiful, really, really beautiful. In many ways they look like the arms of the Milky Way galaxy, all spiraling, coming to a center and going out, coming back to the center as well. So remember to keep breathing as you do this, and just keep your senses open. Keep feeling your butt on the seat as well, and your feet on the ground. We follow the light wherever it may be, whichever direction it comes from. We follow the light, and the light gifts us with the purest vibration and the purest sound, and it's what helps us to produce our seeds. When we capture the light in our seeds and we draw all the minerals from the earth, but it's the light which helps us to capture the oil that you so like from our seeds. And we transform this light energy into something that produces more of us, the seeds, but it's also what you take into your body. And isn't it amazing that the oil that our seeds produce is quite golden? It's very yellow, very golden. And for many people, it's very, very nourishing for you. And here we are, we don't live for very long. We're not like the trees, and yet we produce a proliferation of seeds set in that beautiful pattern which you call the spirals. And our gift to you is this ability to always follow light, to always move towards the light until the time when you know that you are light yourself, and that you remember how to radiate your own light. So you'll just sit in this beautiful energy, this connection, for a little while longer. Each time breathing deeply and being aware of all our senses, all the physical senses. As we take our leave, these wonderful beings, thank you, thank you, thank you. So, for those who have merged with the flowers and the plant, just remove yourself completely, unmerge yourself, remove your consciousness completely from the plant, and put it back into your heart, facing forwards and filling the whole of your body once again. That's one way to just ensure you're completely back. And for you who are sitting in the field, just remember that you're now sitting in the space in your room where you first started this meditation. And take yourself back to this space completely. And once again, use all the bodily senses to anchor you, to just ground you even more. I mean, it's amazing to do this in a really present and grounded way. I'm doing this with my eyes open most of the time. And it is very, very different from having my eyes closed and that connection with nature through the plant is still there, even though I'm not in that plant anymore. But I can still feel that sort of connection, that rhythm now. And that peace and calm from the plant, just knowing its purpose, fulfilling its purpose. So if you have had your eyes closed, you can put your hands over them and then open your eyes behind your hands. Gradually part the fingers so that you let a little bit of light through. And then when your eyes are accustomed to the light, you can remove your hands. So, thank you very much for joining me in this meditation. I hope that it gives you a flavor of the sunflower plants. I really felt my neck extending. It was very, very weird. I think it's because these particular ones, they have such a long stalk, but I also really, really felt the heads, the flower heads, and I felt the rising sap as well. This is quite a long, thin connection. But the message was for me was really, really lovely. And the light is used to, of course, for all plants, the light is used to help create all the seeds, which then produce new plants, or we're very lucky we get to eat them, whether it's nuts or seeds. And unfortunately for those who are allergic to them, it's a real pity because there's a lot of nutrition in that. And for people who are vegetarians, it has a lot of protein, a lot of sustenance, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds as well. Okay, so thank you very, very much for joining me. I hope that you join me again tomorrow. We will choose another plant. Might be a small forget-me-nots are rife in my garden, as well as bluebells. But forget-me-nots I think forget-me-nots would be lovely because they're perhaps often forgotten. At this time of the year, all the bluebells are making their comeback, so everyone's really into all the bluebells. But I really love the forget-me-nots. They're tiny, tiny little flowers on a very soft, with soft stems and little branches. It's not a very It's not a very large plant. Some of them are really small, and where they are where they've popped up in my strawberry patch, I've been pulling them out, and they're very really easy to uproot, the poor things. So but I've still got a whole patch of them in other parts of my really messy and unruly garden. So plus the dandelions. So thank you anyway, and I hope you enjoy your day. I hope it's full of sunshine and full of love, and I hope that you've really felt the light of your own spirit as it takes up more space in your body, and you embody more of this, your spirit here. And the whole point is to create here and to create heaven on earth. So thank you very much, and hope to see you tomorrow, and also next week we'll have we'll start a different series next week. Perhaps we'll be doing more sound and gong once again. I'm hoping to get my new microphone recorder today, so I'll be playing around with that to see how we can get it to work. So goodbye for now, and take care.